Good morning. It is just after 9 o'clock. I am waiting for the bus. I am going to go to the bins today. I am going to my second favorite bins. I mean, it could be my first favorite. I think they're maybe tied. So there are 3 bins total here in Sacramento. The one on Date Avenue is the one that I usually go to. I feel like that's the best one. That is also, I think it's the original one. I really don't know, to be honest with you. So this one that I'm going to is on Franklin, and I have been to this one before as well, but it has been a really long time since I have been to this one. I have not been to this bins since I have been back living in Sacramento, which I've been here for 2 years, because this one is further out, going kind of towards Elk Grove-ish area. And then there's another bins here which is in West Sacramento, and that one is new. That one was not here the last time I lived in California, and it's right next door to a gigantic, like, normal Goodwill, and I know that there's one like that in LA, and I don't know if there's others. If you guys have one like that, you know, tag below. But I feel like the newer bins that they're opening, I feel like they're doing that where they're having like a huge building and they're putting them right next to each other, so they have the bins and then they have like the regular Goodwill next door. I don't know, I've seen 2 like that. So that's where I'm going today. It's about an hour and 20 minutes ish bus ride. So I did bring my iPad with me because I do have some listings that I need to do, and I probably should be home listing today, but I am trying to really ramp back up my reseller stuff since, you know, I've been injured and I'm still without a car, and I'm really trying to kind of get some income going. So I want to try to focus on listing on Poshmark a little bit more, because I've never really put a lot of focus into listing on Poshmark. And so I'm hoping to find some good stuff today at the bins so that I can have a lot of stuff to repost, and I will see if I can film a little bit in there for you guys. It feels like a lot of the bins that I've ever been to don't allow filming, so, you know, good for you people who are going to bins where they don't complain or say anything if you film in there. But I'm sure I can film like a little bit sneakily, but I don't think I could outright just like film, but we'll see. I don't know, maybe they won't care. So I will take you guys along with me, and hopefully we'll find some good stuff today. These trains are rolling in super slow. I got off the light rail a little while ago back there, and it's about a 20-minute walk from the light rail to the Goodwill. Google Maps actually says that once I get up to that main street, I can hop on the bus, and probably by the time I get up there, the bus will be arriving. And it's only for one stop, and timing-wise, between walking and then hopping on the bus, it's only like 4 minutes difference. So I guess I'm just going to see how I feel when I get up there. So far I'm doing okay with my leg. It's actually a lot better this week, but it's still kind of hard to really bend it in movement the way I normally would. You can just feel that the tendon's like really tight, and if I put too much like flexion on it, I guess, I don't know how to really describe it, you can just like really feel it pull, and then that's when it'll hurt. So I gotta put weight on it, I gotta use it, but it is kind of difficult. So it is what it is. I'm getting my exercise anyways. before I untangle my little traveling get up here, I wanted to show you guys how I brought everything home from the bins. So I grabbed this little, like container, and I shoved everything in there, and it wasn't quite tall enough. So I bungee wrapped it really good. And thankfully I have this cart. I bought this cart at Costco. It came with a soft-sided cooler, and I got that when I first started with Instagram. So I've had this cart like 10 years, and this thing has really stood the test of time. And I'm surprised because it just has these hard plastic wheels. Whoops, sorry, Nelly. So I tried to knock my dog over. And basically, so that scoots in, and then that way you can fold it up and make it smaller. Yeah, so right now this has been a lifesaver because I don't have any other kind of like rolling cart or wagon or anything like that. But also, like, I appreciate the fact that it limits me to basically this much stuff because I do have to take it on the bus, and I don't want to have anything that's too big. I don't want to be that person that gets on the bus with like a huge ass rolling cart. Although, I don't know. I guess it shouldn't matter. Like, you got to do what you got to do. But without further ado, let's go through the pile. Plus, my backpack is full of stuff. So I'm going to show you guys my bins haul. Let's go. So fast forward, it is now the end of the day. The portion that you just saw, I recorded this morning, and I had every good intention of just going through my thrift haul, but then I took off to the thrift store to buy more stuff. So I have a few things to add. Today I went to Deseret Industries, and specifically the reason I went is because I'm looking for another Epson EcoTank printer because I have this Canon over here, and it just doesn't print the colors the way that I like it. I really prefer the way that the Epson prints, especially for the blues and the greens. So I was on the hunt for another printer. And of course I had to look at other stuff. So I went to Deseret, I found a couple things there. And then I went to 2 Goodwills, and I found not a whole lot because, let's face it, the Goodwill regular stores are just on my last nerve. Let's just say it nicely. All right, so let's get into the haul, and I will show you guys what I got. I got some really great stuff. Okay, so at the Deseret Industries, I don't know if I should save that one for last because I got the best item at Deseret. So I'm going to just share it now. It is missing all of the DVDs. If you know, you know. So his head opens here in the back, and it's like tricky to open. I forget how I get it open. There we go. So all the DVDs would fit in here. It holds like the complete season. It was sold as like a box set, and if you have it complete, they are selling for like $300 on eBay. And if it's in a box, I'm seeing them go for like $1,000. But he is just him with nothing inside. So I think I'm going to start him at $75 and see what happens. I paid $5. I couldn't believe it was there. Probably somebody left it because of the fact that there are none sold of just him by himself. It's only listings of him with all of the, the DVDs, whether they're used or whatever. And the cheapest one I saw sold for like $85. So I don't know if the DVDs were damaged or like what the reason was, but the prices are all over the place. One sold for like $300. So anyway, I think that's the find of the day. So I'll just get that out of the way because I thought I would work forwards to backwards. I got this at the Deseret Industries, which I saw it there. It's like an 80s secretary chic dress. And I thought, it's kind of cute. Like, I would wear this. And I thought, let me look up the brand really quick. And these dresses are going from anywhere from like $40 to $65 on Posh. So I don't know if this is like back in, but I love these dresses. I adore these. Like, I would wear these all day long. They're flowy, they're lightweight, and they like breathe for me in the summer. Like, I love wearing this kind of fabric. It's like cool on your skin. I think it's like a rayon. I don't know. I think they're comfortable. And it has shoulder pads. So I got that one. And that one was $6. Okay, so I got those two at the Deseret. I'm trying to think if I got anything else. Oh, yes, I got these two adorable kitties. And they have the little hook there, so they would have had a chain with like a baby kitty, but I couldn't find the baby kitties. But I thought if I put these together as a pair, because they don't really sell for a lot by themselves without the little kitty, but they were just too adorable to leave behind. And, you know, they have some very, very light chipping, if you can see that, you know, like on the ear, but nothing really major, you know. And there was another really adorable, oh my gosh, it was a music box, and it was like the bow of a ship, if you think of like Steamboat Willie, and you would turn the ship's wheel, I guess, is that what you call it? You turn that, and that's what turns the music box inside. But it was chipped up pretty badly, and I was really bummed out because it was $3, and it was super adorable. But I left that behind. Okay, so that's what I got at Deseret Industries, and then I went to Goodwill, and we're really into Sesame Street right now because my best friend's granddaughter is turning a year, and they're doing it all like Sesame Street themed. So I've been on the hunt for anything Sesame Street, and today I found this, which is going to be too big for anything for like a 1-year-old. I mean, I could do maybe a romper, like a shorts romper maybe, and put Big Bird on the front. I don't know. I might think about that. But yeah, this one is really cute. So I found that for $4. And then I stopped at the store to get something to eat, and I got a free, really nice, like cloth, someone left it behind in their shopping cart in the parking lot, and it's brand new. It still has the tag on it. So I got a cool Nob Hill bag. Okay, so that was everything from today. And let's get started with what I found at the bins. So first up, I want to talk about these because I'm so excited. I saw these at the last minute. I saw one boot sitting in the bin, and the first thing I did was think, please let me find the match, because if you've been to the bins and ever looked through the shoes, then you understand the peril that it is. So as I glanced over, I saw the other boot in the other bin, and I was like, yes. And I get amazed. I don't understand why they would leave something like this behind. I mean, the comps are really not that good on them, but all shoes I think are $3.99. And even if you got $40 for these or $35, like, to me, that's worth it. But these happen to be my size, so I'm like super extra stoked because if you saw in my shorts video, I just found a pair of Eddie Bauer white suede hiking boots last week at the Deseret, and I've always wanted a pair of white ones, and my comb boots are barely starting to go out. They have like a leak because this last rainy season there was water getting in my shoe, so I needed new boots anyway. So I'm like, even though it's summer right now, I'm so excited to have these for the winter, and this is a color I probably would not normally buy myself. So this is cool. I love these, and they're in excellent condition. So that was a pickup for myself. And then I got a couple of pillowcases because I want to work on some summer tops. This one is actually Crate and Barrel, and if I had found a match, I would have put the set up for sale. But I just thought like some little sheared summer tops, or the like halter tops that I want to make. Here's another cool print. It's just kind of this 80s abstract. And then I got a shirt for myself. Go Giants. And we found a pair of Lily Pulitzer leggings. So, and these are cute. Look at the back. They have this little, so those are gonna, all that stuff is gonna go on Posh, the stuff that I'm reselling. Like the dress that I showed already. Well, the leggings, I guess the rest of it was kind of personal, but here's one. This is gonna go on Posh. We got this vintage men's button-down shirt. I'll iron it up and we'll throw that on Posh. And then I got a couple kids items. These cute little mini Bowden girls shorts. I haven't had a whole lot of luck with kids, I'll be honest. So if I'm going to do any kids, I'm going to be very selective. It's going to have to be a high dollar brand because I've had a lot of kids stuff in the past and it didn't really move very well. And I don't know why. It's weird because it was all really good stuff. So this one I'm going to be giving to my girlfriend because, like I said, I don't do that well with the kids stuff. and she does really well, and especially with vintage. So I found this one as well. So those I pass on to her. And then this little girl's Levi overalls, which is almost brand new, is also going to go to her for her little granddaughter. And then this one, I don't know if I'm keeping or giving to my sister, but I found this really cool, like, you know, raver festival bag, kind of like boho style. It's got like zippers. It has two sides right here, like you can hold a drink or whatever. And then in the center, it's all dirty, but it has like a zipper pocket, and it has a zipper pocket on each, the front and the back. So this is a really cool crossbody bag. So I got that. Picked up another hat. I have like 6 of these hats now. I love hats, but the thing is, Scala is my favorite brand. So I like literally don't care. If it's a Scala and it's in decent condition, I'll pick it up. So I'm thinking I need to go through my hats. And actually, I might have this same exact hat already. So I might have to go through my hats and sell 2 or 3 because I have a lot. And a couple weeks ago, I picked up the same style, but the, you know, like the Columbia ones with the UV or whatever. I have like 3 or 4 of those that I've picked up the past couple weeks. So yeah, I need to go through all the hats. This is Under Armour, and I don't know, maybe it's a weird style. I didn't even look up comps on this, but I just thought I'm trying to get inventory to go up on my Posh, and stuff like this is not my usual. I usually do vintage stuff. Or, you know, if I know that it's a high dollar brand or whatever, I'll pick it up, obviously, but I don't really just do like modern, you know, everyday clothes. I've been primarily a vintage reseller for a long time. So I'm trying to switch it up right now because I feel like there's a lot of that on Posh. So anyway, and I found this one, and it has sort of a small, tiny little snag right there, but it's fine. You know, like this probably cost 75 cents because, you know, it's by the pound, and I think it's $2.79. Maybe it's $2.29. I don't know, but this doesn't hardly weigh 3 ounces. So, you know, if I sell it for $10 and say it has a snag, that's still $6 I made. And if not, it's my size. So I'm okay with that. These new with tag, which, I mean, I don't know, maybe people don't want to buy big sizes, but again, I'm trying to go with modern stuff. I'm trying to get my Poshmark to have a certain aesthetic, I guess, or a feel to it, because it's obviously 100% different from the stuff that I sell on my Etsy. So I'm going to throw these up there just to have something, you know, I'll try them. And if not, like, they can get donated or something to, you know, someone who will need them. So I'm going to try those. And there's a couple of things I got that I was also really shocked. And I mean, number one is I think like in summertime, people are not grabbing the winter clothes at the bins. And I will grab it, especially if it's a really nice piece. Because it's worth holding on to, especially if you know you can make a lot of money on it. So I found 2 of these sweaters, and I knew right away when I saw this sweater in the bin that it was really good quality. And then I saw the label, and I knew right away that this label is probably something. So I just picked it up. I threw it in the bin because this is what I do. I grab it if I think it looks good. Like I might look at it for a second, but I don't look it up right then and there. I threw it all in my basket, and then I go through it at the end, or I take a break at some point in between when they're done rotating or whatever. So I know I need to try and film more of when I'm inside there. Today, when I went yesterday, I was just too, it was too intense. I hadn't been in so long that I just was so excited. So I was just digging, and I didn't do much filming inside there. But it zips down, and it kind of gives like a sort of motorcycle jacket look. And so, you know, it is a bigger size. It's a double XL, but there's a market for that, you know, and it had a tiny snag on the back, but it was already, you know, like ripped. So it just left the 2 pieces. So I just tie it in a really tight knot, and then I'm going to tuck these pieces back under. But comps on a sweater like this are up to $150. So, you know, if it sits there for a while, I'm okay with that because If I have to wait till winter, then that's just 150 bucks I have for winter. So I got that one, and I have one other one. And this one was more damaged, but, you know, I thought even if I sell it for less money, you know, they're worth a lot. So I couldn't leave it there. And plus, I think I have a thing for sweaters. I've always had a lot of sweaters in my inventory, even when I lived in Tucson. I just love sweaters. I love wacky sweaters, crazy, bright colored sweaters. So this one is, I think, a 1X or a 2X also. It's a 2X. Let me try putting it on. And they're 100% merino wool, if you saw from the tag. I mean, if this was my size, it's amazing. So this one had snags that are going to require a more detailed, they're not as easy snags to fix, you know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can find it. I think they're on the back. And a lot of times, you know, it probably happens right there in the bins because people grab stuff and then they just throw stuff back. They yank on stuff. They pull on stuff. They're not cognizant of, like, that they might be tearing things underneath. Well, I don't know. Now I can't find them. Maybe they were on the sleeve. But see, there's a couple here like this where it's like just starting to snag. So I don't know. I got to figure out how to deal with that. But yeah, two beautiful pieces, both by that Erin Crafts. And then the other really fabulous find that I found right at the end. I am sorry. I don't know why my phone is flickering. Hold on. Okay, well, I have a not that great phone, so I don't know why it was flickering earlier, but it seems to be fine now. So moving on. At the very end, I saw this bag sitting on one of the bins, and I knew right away that it was a real leather bag, and I've never heard of this brand before. It is Radley London, and this bag is actually in pretty good condition for a leather bag. So it has, you know, like some wear right here, which looks like it's from this hitting. And it has, you know, a little bit of corner edge wear, but all of that is like, you can soften that up with leather cleaner, and you can even go, I could take this to a cobbler for like 10 or 11 bucks and he'll polish it up and he'll color match and it'll be like a brand new bag. So yeah, it has some there, probably because however it was sitting, this was like rubbing. But I mean, the inside is relatively good, right? It's not very stained up on the inside, which usually bags, if they're stained up on the inside, that's where it's, you know, important. And this one is in really clean condition. So it's like, even if I keep this for myself, because like I mentioned on this channel, you know, I am trying to kind of come out of this mental slump that I've been in, and I haven't bought a lot of nice things for myself. I haven't really dressed up. I mean, this is a really nice bag, and this is my favorite color of blue. So I think I'm leaning towards I'm going to keep it. I haven't had a really nice bag in a long time, so it feels like it would be a treat, even though I paid like probably $3 for this, you know. But these bags sell for like $270. So yeah, I'm probably going to keep this one. I love it. And I can't believe that they just leave it there, you know. Okay, let me set this down. So next up is a pair of, oh, I didn't even know it said pink on the legs. Victoria's Secret. Hopefully you can hear me, because everything about this phone is not that great, including the sound. So I have to use a microphone, my headpiece thing. So I got these Victoria's Secret. I just looked inside and saw that they were pink, and I kind of looked them over and saw that they were in good condition, and I just grabbed them. But yeah, they say pink right there. And then on the other side, they have this little cute leg, and they are a medium. So I'm going to try them, since I ruined a pair of leggings when I fell on my bike, and see if they fit me. And if not, I will put those up on Posh. This dress I got for Posh. It's just a divided dress, but again, I'm going for like, You know, I'm trying to get my posh with this like modern clothing, you know, closet. And this is like a double extra small or something. It won't fit me, but it would be super cute. I was hoping it was my size when I first saw it. And then the back, I love this. This is real 80s right here. You know, they're copying and bringing back. This is 80s right here with the double straps. This would be the back. I gotta make me a dress like this. I love that style. So anyway, it's divided, which, you know, is just, I think, H&M or something. But it's a cute style, you know, for evening wear, for, I don't know, our graduation's still going on. I don't know, but it's a great dress. It's like a sexy little black dress. So I think it'll still sell for like 20 bucks, you know. I found this cute little kid's hospital gown. I think it's vintage. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm probably going to pass this on to my girlfriend as well. I thought it was too cute. I couldn't leave it there. So this next shirt that I picked up is, the brand is Mason and Bell, and it is a 3X. So there is a YouTuber that I have been following. Her name is The Grateful Queen, and she is also a bins hunter, and she picks up a lot of these peasant style blouses. And this is not something that is normally anything that I would even consider picking up. But I've been watching her find these and some of the brands that I have never heard of, and the comps on these shirts are really good. So again, this is modern. It is, you know, that cute like boho peasant style, and I looked up this brand and it has really good comps. And so I found like one or two, how many more? Two more, I think. So I got this one by Skies Are Blue, and these probably all came from the same person because this one's also a 3X. And I mean, I know this one is more like fall colors, but it's still super cute. I like it. And then the last one is a white one. So you can never go wrong with white. And this one is a name brand that we recognize. I think it is, yeah, INC, International Concepts. And this one's actually only an XL. But this is a super cute, you know, like late spring, summer. Like if you go to the beach, you can just put this over, you know, your bikini top. Super lightweight and nice. So I got those, and then I found at the last minute I got my Halloween costume for this year. I guess I'm going as Spangler. So I grabbed that. I grabbed this cute tank for myself, like a crop tank, and this dress I grabbed for myself. It's just kimchi blue, which actually is, I think, an okay brand, but it's just a cute, again, 80s remake. It's a, you know, cotton stretch knit little flare dress with the back crisscrossed. This is from the 80s. I'm telling you guys, this style with the crisscrossed low cut back, that's all the 80s. I also got this one potentially for me. I have to try it on and see how it fits, but if not, I can sell this one. It's not it's probably Amazon or something, but it's rayon. It's cute. Long flowy maxi dress. That one's cute. And then, oh, here's another peasant style top that I grabbed. This one is Banana Republic. It's an extra small, and this one is kind of giving like you know, those scarf blouses, because of the way it is with the sleeve. It's giving like scarf blouse, because I think the bottom is pointy. You see that? But I don't know. It's lightweight. It's sheer. And I got this one, which is new with tag. It has the tag on it still from Ross for $29. It is an Under Armour Underarm Storm water repellent, like it's golf or something for men's. And I'm like surprised. I don't understand why they would leave this. It's brand new. It's in perfect brand new condition. I don't know. Maybe the comps aren't that great, but I guarantee you this weighs less than a pound. So for less than $3, like if I would have seen this on the rack at the normal Goodwill store, bet that they would charge $12.99 or $14.99 for this. Then there's no profit to be made. But buying this at the bins for $2.79. So whoever left this behind, joke's on you. You know, I'll put it up there for $45 because I'm sure it costs more than that new, and see if it sells. I mean, sure, I know it's summertime, but it's lightweight. So for some of those climates where, you know, it's cooler at night or whatever, I don't know. Maybe you work at night, but I don't know. I think it'll sell. Lastly, I got another cute little pillowcase to make some little tops out of. I love this one. I think this one will be a cute halter top. Get the butterflies right on the front. Oh, that would be so cute. So that is it. Oh, no, there is one more. There is one more, which is hiding in my closet. Again, that I found just laying there. This is, can you guess? If you know, you know. Gunny sacks. So, I don't know. This does have paper tag and it says made in the USA, so this one's got to be an 80s one. It's not one of the newer ones. But yeah, a good steaming. And even if, you know, you wanted to alter it and make it to like knee length so it's cuter, whatever the style is that they're doing, you know, this might not sell until Christmas, New Year's, or maybe for prom next year, but it's a formal dress. Formal events happen all the time. So you just never know. And I think this one is a good size. It might actually almost fit me. Maybe. No, it's a 9. Probably not. In yesterday's junior, where I was a 3 once upon a time, I'm probably a 13. Because this is a 9, this ain't going to cut it. Nope. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, so that wraps up this haul. Thank you all for being here, for watching my haul. I will be bringing you more of these types of videos while I am working on the van and trying to get it recovered, and while I am recovering with my knee, because it's probably going to be at least another week to maybe 2 weeks before I can get out there and finish the work that I need to do on the van, because it requires me kneeling down. And even then, I think because it's a torn ligament, I don't know how soon I'm going to have that kind of range of motion. So for now, it's limited range of motion. So I'm going to try to get back into reselling and be posting all about reselling in the meantime, which is something that I had planned to do for this channel anyways down the road, like, you know, stop at thrift stores along my journeys and stuff like that and show you guys. So kind of do different segments where there might be a thrifting segment, there might be a segment about reselling or something crafty. Also, side note, speaking of something crafty, so I have a separate YouTube account, which was actually my original YouTube account, but it was with my personal email address, so I never really uploaded any content to there. So I have converted that into a brand new YouTube channel, which is called Create with Christine. And my name is spelled with a Y, C-H-R-Y-S-T-I-N-E, but here's the little thing right here. So I have right now just a few videos of like adult coloring. So that channel is going to be for my adult coloring, which you can see my small portion. I have most of my books packed away, but those are the ones I'm working on right now. So I'll be doing like color alongs and art hauls, and maybe some of those will be thrift art hauls. I don't know, but I'll be doing sewing on there. Anything like tutorial, DIY, anything crafty, anything creative. Go give me a follow over there. Highly, highly, highly appreciate it. Give me a follow here. Give me some thumbs up. Give me those likes. Hit the bell. Get notified. I love you guys for being here. I'll talk to you on the next one.